Hello guys, this is Realist Lens and this is a response video to Rachel Oates' video on the wacky world of incels. And Rachel Oates has such a lack of common sense and is so dumb that I don't know how she is even considered a YouTube intellectual, because I've seen her debating about veganism and stuff like that with, I think, Cosmic Skeptic, and I don't know why the hell people invite her on to debates when she clearly doesn't have a drop of intelligence. And I'm going to show you exactly how misleading she is and how much she tries to portray incels as some evil people when clearly they've got issues with their genetics and their mental health, and also issues with society which enhance their mental health issues. And all she narrows the entire range of issues that are related to this topic down to incels are evil men or they live in their mother's basement. So let me start the video at the point where the bullshit starts. So, okay.
For a good example of why, try changing your preferences on Tinder to men if you are one yourself to see how many matches you get. So I think the implication here is that heterosexual males. And this kind of explained because apparently it is vastly easier for a female to get validation and sex than a male in today's society. Unless a female belongs in the bottom percentile in terms of appearance, it's going to be very hard for them not to be able to find many suitors for any kind of romantic or sexual activity. While not discussed as often, it is believed homosexual men have it easier than heterosexual men. For a good example of why, try changing your preferences on Tinder to men if you are one yourself to see how many matches you get. So I think the implication here is that incels are incels. They can't get in a relationship. They can't be with a woman. Not because there's anything inherently wrong with them.
No, they say that there's stuff inherently wrong with them. They clearly say, oh yeah, I have a weak chin, I have a recessed jaw, I have too large a eye gap, or my cheekbones aren't on point, or my height is short, or my forehead is too wide, or my hairline is recessing, or I'm fat, or I'm skinny. They clearly state these issues because there's things wrong with them. They know that.
But because women are the problem. Women have too high standards, women are too picky, women are too this and this and this, and so these poor men.
Yes, women have very high standards. Now that we have social media, women can literally make a profile even without a photo on Tinder or Plenty of Fish or any dating app and get thousands of men who match with them. Literally, women have access to so many men that they can afford to have high standards. This is not some disputed scientific unknown knowledge or something.
And suffer. I'm kind of reading between the lines here, but this idea is supported further by this little statement that says, it is a common mistake to assume that incels intrinsically have terrible personalities. Most have a normal life, study, work, have friends and hobbies, and are just another member of the community. Okay, so if no one in the world wants to date you, it's not your fault. It's an issue with society and women.
They didn't say that. They said it's a fault with their looks or their height, or maybe they have a mental illness. They didn't say that it's a fucking issue with society. They said that society makes it worse, and women's hypergamy makes it worse because women always want to date up. They want someone who is a higher social status than them.
This is fair. Yes, I completely see where you're coming from. Okay, so now we've got all that out of the way. We can have a look at some actual...
And also, Rachel Oates, if looks don't matter, why have you got 1 inch thick layer of makeup on and your eyebrows are chopped and made into some rectangles and your lipstick is on and you can't even see your fucking skin? Well, if looks don't matter, why have you got all of that fucking makeup on?
Posts from actual incels. Now, when I was first looking at these, I was like, these have to be satire, they have to be parody. But I honestly don't think they are, just from the sheer amount of posts, from the sheer number of different people who are replying and saying these things, and just from the kind of sheer emotion in the posts, you get the sense that it's not for a joke. These are just genuinely angry, lonely men, I think. But that said, I might be wrong, so we're going to have a look at some of the posts today, and then you can make up your mind. This is a post.
Okay, angry, lonely men. What's wrong with that? Are they supposed to be happy that they can't get women? What kind of reaction do you expect?
About what is the worst thing about being an incel. And the opening poster says, it isn't necessarily sex. It's not having a girl next to you, but being alone all the effing time. Honestly, I'm going insane and I'm just raging. So at this point, I'm like, oh my god, this poor guy, he feels lonely, he feels sad, he's upset. Maybe we can do something to help these guys. They're clearly hurting. They clearly maybe just need some friendship, some companionship. Why aren't women, not necessarily dating these guys, but showing them a little bit more support? Oh, this is why. When I see a couple making out in public, I just want to effing kill them because I know that I will never get it. That's why you don't have a relationship.
Okay, so she literally finds one guy out of the 1/3 of men who are incels, literally 1/3 of men are incels in the Western world, and they have not gotten a date or any sort of, haven't banged a girl in the last year. So 1/3 of men have not gotten any sexual activity in the last year, and it's definitely not for a lack of trying, because men have a super high sex drive. So 1/3 of men who are incels, this properly represents all of them, apparently.
That right there is why you feel lonely. Because no one wants to be around someone like that. Jealousy, feeling lonely is horrible. I get it. I understand it. I can relate to it in some ways. But to go from I feel lonely to I want to kill people who are happy, that's not normal. That's not a normal jump that you make. That is ridiculous, and that is a sign that there's something a little bit wrong with you. Because normal people don't react like that, and this is not a reaction that should be encouraged. But then you read the replies. They include things like, you get used to it. I've been in complete isolation for 2.5 years now. Never had a friend. It certainly does a good job of filling you with vengeance and anger and a desire to ER. Now, what is ER, you might ask? Well, I had to Google it as well because I was asking. ER stands for Elliot Rodger, who you may have heard of before. Elliot Rodger was a 22-year-old man who was known for vlogging and blogging about never being able to get a girlfriend, never being able to get any girls, feeling lonely, and so on. He made quite a lot of videos, got a lot of angry videos, and so on. He was on YouTube, he was pretty known on YouTube for this. He, at one point, distributed a document, he called it like a manifesto, in which he said some pretty weird things, and to quote from a newspaper article on it here, he described himself as the ideal, magnificent gentleman, and could not comprehend why women would not want to have sex with him. He said he planned to target the Alpha Phi sorority, whose members he had deemed the hottest at his college, and the kind of girls I've always desired, but were never able to have. After distributing this document, his manifesto, he then went out and killed several people.
The classic incels are serial killers. This fucking argument is so ridiculous. It would be like this woman saying, oh yeah, Muslims, yeah, their ideology, I've seen so many terrorists, then Muslims are just, the reason Muslims aren't respected in society, yeah, because they're fucking terrorists, that's why.
It's disgusting, it's sad, and it proves that even if some of these people on websites like this are trolls, they are doing it for satire, they're doing it for, parody or whatever, it proves that not all of them are. There are people out there like this who thoroughly believe in the things that we're going to be touching on today. They thoroughly think that women own something. They think, they can go...
Yeah, a very small minority of them, because of the 33% of men, 1/3 of men who are incels, of them, a small minority are online incels who acknowledge there are incels online, and of them, only a very small minority are the ones who shitpost and make these troll posts.
Go out and kill people, hurt people, just because they're not getting the attention they want, they're not having sex all they want. It's scary. Like, this case of Elliot Rodger was just one particular case, and the rest of society should see it as kind of like, a warning, something to be wary of, something to watch out for in other people. Not the incel community. I mean, I'm not saying everyone in the incel community is like this, but a large section of that community, particularly on sites like this, literally idolize this man. They use the term doing an Elliot Rodger or going ER, whatever, to, well, you can guess, basically going out and hurting or killing people.
Yes, because it's a very small minority of incels who are online, and of them a very small minority like Elliot Rodger or condone what he did, and only a small minority of those who condone what he did are actually doing it seriously, because the rest of them are just joking, saying they're going to do an ER. Clearly they're not being fucking serious.
It's terrifying. Moving on to another post on this forum, and there seem to be these weird, strange standards set in place for women, where if women aren't exactly as these men expect, or exactly as these men picture in their heads, then they're not good enough. All women are terrible people if they don't fit these ideals and they're not interested in them. This here was posted as a serious discussion topic, and it says, I don't want to read this. Can you talk to a girl knowing that her mouth has been filled with semen? Someone replies, I willingly choose not to, virgin or nothing. Another person says, kind of disturbing to think, even that old lady, I want to read this. Who posts stuff like this? Another person says, females fill up their disgusting mouths with semen and then they pretend that they are innocent and victims. Every woman past the age of 15 has had Chad semen in her mouth, even some at 12. Women seem to be having sex at young ages these days.
Clearly these are fucking jokes. How can she not see this? She pretends like these guys are seriously commenting this with a straight face.
This is some pretty gross, disturbing stuff, right? But the one thing I want to pick up on here, even though there's a lot I could talk about, the one thing in particular I want to pick up on here is 12 years old, women. Also, every woman past the age of 15. I'm sorry, but if you're 12 or 15, you're not a woman. You're still a child. And if you can't make that distinction, if you just think everyone who identifies as female is a woman, there for you to have sex with, if you can't make that distinction between child and consenting adult, then there is something actually wrong with you. And all this is a completely separate point from, consenting.
They're fucking joking. That's the fucking point. It's to be politically incorrect. That's the point of them posting. They're trying to trigger people.
Adults and consenting women being able to decide what they do with their bodies. These men should have no say over that. These men should have no reason to judge them for what they choose to do, But all that aside, the child thing I found kind of creepy. And seriously, who is thinking about a 12-year-old girl having sex and writing like they're jealous that they were the one to have sex with them? that's not normal. Even more of the posts go on, and they get like more and more disgusting and dehumanizing to the point where like I don't even want to read them out. For example, this one. I'm not reading this, it's gross. No, this guy says, we're forced to, our entire society is blue-pilled as hell, I'm disgusted by all the women I'm forced to interact with. So often, the FAQ pages of this site, well, of not only this site, but sites like this, are filled with statements like, we don't condone misogyny, we don't promote misogyny, we don't encourage violence, all these things. But the majority of the comments on this site are revolting. They are literally the epitome of misogyny. They are often encouraging and promoting violence, and no one does anything about it. So,
because incel culture is filled with memes, the whole culture is rampant with jokes.
Kind of think, yeah, you are encouraging misogyny and violence and all these horrible things. It's also weird amount.
All right then, ban jokes which are misogynistic. Then let's see how that goes with your channel. Let's just say you make a video. Oh, I want to ban jokes which make fun of women. Let's see how that goes down with free speech.
Racism as well, but that's like whole other issue we can talk about. I don't get what goes through the head of people like this who spend their time writing and commenting and socializing on sites like this. It's like, oh, so an adult woman has a physical or emotional relationship with someone, completely consensual, is completely like good and happy for them. But because it wasn't with you, suddenly she's a whorish C-word or an effing disgusting whatever, or suddenly you're disgusted by all the women you're forced to interact with. Like, no, grow up. I mean, hey, not all guys are disgusted by women who've had adult relationships, though. This guy says it makes talking to them easier knowing they've been degraded. What a gent. I'm sure if there's any single girls out there, I'm sure his contact info is available on the site if you want to get in there. And then there's this guy who says they weren't made to talk. I have no reason to listen to them. Lovely. Moving on to another post. One of the ones I found kind of like most sort of creepy and weird was this one in which a man posts a video he took in a coffee shop, and there's a woman sat there in the coffee shop on her phone, minding her own business, and it just so happens that she's using Tinder, and she's swiping whichever way no is on a few guys. And this guy thinks that because this woman is sat there minding her own business, doing her own thing, it's perfectly acceptable for him to come up and record her so he can put it online to shame her for it. They go on and on about how because apparently she's overweight and because he doesn't find her attractive, how she has no right to be swiping no on potential dates. Like apparently just because you don't find someone attractive, they're now not allowed to have dating preferences. And it's completely okay for you to invade their privacy because of it.
Yeah, but if somebody's unattractive, it's not reasonable for them to have good, high dating preferences, is it? That's not reasonable. That's the whole fucking point. And this guy filming, I don't condone it at all. It's rather creepy, but I can understand the incel rage, and I can understand how they've been separated from society and made into oppressors somehow. They don't want to live up to societal standards.
Play the video because, out of respect for this woman who is minding her own business and not doing anything to warrant this kind of attention, I'm not going to show the video. But I'm going to show you some of the disgusting comments in reply to this. And they just make all these assumptions about this woman. They just throw insults out just for the sake of it. And just out of anger with no attempt at empathy or compassion or human decency. None of that. They're just angry because this woman doesn't want to date some other guys, and so apparently they think she owes them something and they're angry about it. And there's no logic here. No, the main comment on the video reads, she was like a 3 out of 10 at best, hand beast, look at her swiping left like it ain't no thing. Another guy says, well, she's more delusional than all of us combined. Haha, over 30 and fat, probably has kids too. God damn, do women really have it good, where they can F any big D that walks in their prime years and just settle with any man who will provide for her. God damn, what a life, and women say they're oppressed. Haha. So a woman won't sleep with just the first guy who comes along, and apparently now it's okay if you call her a 3 out of 10 hand beast. That's revolting. And in this guy's
yeah, but let's be fucking honest, she is a 3 out of 10 hand beast.
Post here. This last line about oppression just really gets me so angry, right? I don't want to get into a discussion here about, we're oppressed, okay, not oppressed, that's not the issue here. What's important is, this guy doesn't understand what oppression is. He has such a narrow worldview that his whole life revolves around, are you having sex or are you not having sex? And that just seems kind of sad to me. It seems very naive, it seems very narrow-minded, and like I say, it seems sad.
The whole point of the guy saying, and women say they're oppressed, is because women do say they're oppressed. He's not saying that he himself is oppressed. He didn't say that at all. He's just making a joke out of women who always go around saying they are. And she's misunderstanding this because she doesn't have a fucking brain.
But these guys think that because that's all they think of, are you having sex or are you not having sex? Am I having sex? Am I not having sex? Because that's all they think of. They think that's what the whole world is revolving around as well. So they see the word oppression and they think, well, if she can choose who she has sex with, then she's not oppressed. That's not what oppression is. Oppression isn't about whether someone's touching your genitals or not. Oppression is about whether you're treated as an equal in society. It's about whether you're paid fairly for the work you do. It's about, is there violence against you? Do you have freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and so on? There's so much more for oppression than just, are you having sex? And the fact these guys don't understand that, I find it insane. Their worldview is so raw. Let's look at some of the other replies. This fat slut doesn't even deserve me. This society has elevated women so much, I can't take this anymore. Greedy fat bitch, nothing worse than a fat whore overvaluing her SMV. I googled that as well. Apparently it's sexual market value or something like that. Gross. A true low in hip hero, you are OP. This is hilarious and maddening at the same time. Look at those disgusting fat legs. Women like that need a nice beating with a leather belt. Yeah, your website really doesn't encourage violence, does it? Seriously, no one deserves to be spoken about like this woman is. It's revolting, it's disgusting. It's almost like they forget she's a human being with feelings. I'll be honest, I don't care if she's overweight or if she's not. I don't care if she is a little on the large side or if she's just trying to be mean. Don't speak about someone this way. The funny thing is though, there are some guys who don't even see the irony in what they're saying. Like this guy who says, well, ew, I wouldn't want to get right swiped by that hippo anyways. Sane, kind, normal, decent human beings do not talk this way. The thing is, I know I'm saying all this now, but I know exactly what.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they won't talk that way in real life. This is a fucking online meme forum.
the response to me would be from incels. They either turn around and they're like, oh, well, you don't get it, you're a woman, or, well, you don't get it, you're in a long-term relationship, or, how dare you criticize us, you 3 out of 10 whore, why won't you have sex with me? It would be something like one of those. But the thing is, I don't need to be in the same situation as them to get it. I don't need to be in the same situation as them to know their reaction is completely insane, it's unwarranted, it's unfair, it's mean. All I need is a little empathy and a little time to have a little bit of compassion for other people, to know that there is no just...
Rachel Oates, 2019. They're mean.
Justification for the way that they're acting. Other discussions on this site include, why do women have equal rights? Who were the cooks allowing this? Were they mentally ill? Retarded? Is this possible?
Oh god, if she doesn't see the fucking joke, then I don't know what the hell she considers humour. I mean, this is classic meme culture.
Coming down in society, there's some pretty interesting intellectual replies to this, including, white knights sold us out because they thought it would get them more sex. They have doomed us because a feminist society only benefits women and chat. Apparently one guy outlines this whole thing about how it all went wrong when women got the vote. Another guy replies with, this is where it went wrong. Women should be banned from politics. What a bunch of moronic, estrogen-filled new males. I seriously wonder what went through their head when they made that decision. And of course, there are posts by the guys who blame it all on genes. They say it's nothing to do with them personally, it's not their personalities, it's not their attitude, it's all because they were unlucky enough to be born with the wrong genes. This guy says, does anyone else have that more than 1% phenotype? Never seen a woman lust after any guy with my phenotype. It's over. Replies include, I unfortunately have the new male beta male phenotype. I've been trying to get rid of it for years with little to moderate success. Like, it would be the biggest life fuel ever to see a guy with a similar nose, skull, and mouth shape to me, holding hands with a pretty girl, but I never see it. My particular phenotype is so extremely unattractive to females that it's hilarious. Wait, why does it have to be a pretty girl again? And then there's this guy who he doesn't like his bosses because they're women. He doesn't find them attractive. They are presumably professional enough to not want to sleep with him, and so he calls them sluts and says he wants to quit his job. Totally normal response, right? A very mature man right here. The last post I want to talk about today is probably one of the most disturbing ones on the site, and well, I say on the site, I literally read one page of threads to get all of this, that was it. But it uses the term manlet, which I hadn't heard of before, apparently Dan has, but I googled it, and apparently it refers to any man who's under 6 foot tall, but not short enough to be a dwarf. Yes, that is
Yeah, this is a fucking joke.
a literal quote. So, this guy says, being a manlet is worse than getting raped. Of course, rape is a horrible thing, and if it has been recorded, or people have seen it happen, I think it is as bad as being a manlet. But if it only happened once, and only you know about it, the psychological pain of living your life as a manlet is much worse. Now, I'll be honest, some women do have a preference for dating men of a certain height. Some women like really tall men.
Some women? What are you talking about? The average, the perfect height for a man is 8 inches taller than them. If the average woman wants a guy who is 8 inches taller than her, how are guys who are 5'6" or below going to find any fucking woman? It's just common sense. I've made a video before about Lauren Chen and how she tried to debunk heightism, but she ended up proving it.
Men. Some women like me don't care. So I don't know how much of an issue it is if you're under 6 foot, I'll be honest. But let's assume that being under 6 foot does mean that less girls want to date you. Give me a clue as to how. Not
less girls, almost no girls want to date you if you're below a certain height. And she says 6 foot in this one, but I would probably say about 5'7" is the point where below that, almost no girls are going to want to date you.
That is in any way comparable to being often violently, physically violated by someone. Just a little clue.
It's clearly hyperbolic. It's not a serious essay that you were writing.
How are they related? I'm going to read this bit again because I think it's disgusting. If it only happened once, and only you know about it, the psychological pain of living life as a manlet is much worse. Cool. Well, how does one rate you, and then you decide which is worse? Only once, and who knows about it, has nothing to do with the issue. Nothing to do with how much it hurts. Nothing to do with how traumatizing it is. Nothing to do with how horrific rape is. He goes on and says that being a little bit on the short side is traumatic because you feel humiliated, powerless, and inferior. Unlike being raped, which in no way makes you feel humiliated, powerless, and inferior, does it? He says being short is really...
But right now, when she compared those two, she made them seem like they were similar in how bad they were. So she kind of disproved her own point about rape is much worse because she literally just used the same terms to describe rape as being a manlet.
Really difficult because you know that you will never be able to change it. I mean, he's right. If you've been raped, you can totally change that, can't you? Well, maybe not actually. But you can totally get over it with years and years and years of intensive therapy. It's easy. What are you supposed to do if you're a short man?
Everything she's describing manletism in the same way as being raped. So she's actually, even though it was a joke, she's actually playing the point that the guy was saying.
Wear a heel on your shoes? No, don't even go there. Don't even go there. Seriously, this whole post is disgusting. And the replies. Oh my god, the replies, right? Literally all rape is having sex with someone you don't like. This can't be refuted. There is no material difference between consensual sex and rape other than who the penis was attached to. Clearly we're not someone who has never been raped. Now, I've never been raped either, thankfully. Just going to preface this with that. I'm not thankful. But seeing as this guy doesn't seem to understand how horrible it is, tell you what, by the way, potential trigger warning coming up. Or trigger warning for potentially horrible stuff coming up. I'm going to tell you what, right? This guy who wrote this post, we are going to get a 6'5" guy to come along. He's going to be 100, 150 pounds heavier than you. He's going to come along. He's going to hold you down. He's going to maybe hit you around a bit, slap you, beat you, whatever. He's going to hold you down. Maybe he'll spit on you. He'll definitely make you feel like crap. And then he's going to take advantage of your body. He is going to anally literally rape you. He's really going to make sure he tears at that skin, causes some permanent damage right there. He's going to make you feel worthless. And we're going to make sure he tells you you're disgusting. And afterwards, people will tell you how unclean and vile you are because you let something like this happen. You know what? Maybe he is going to leave you naked and alone, maybe in a dark alley somewhere. He's going to leave you with no way of getting home, no way of getting help. He's going to leave you feeling ashamed and dirty. And then afterwards, when you get reported,
sounds just like manlitism.
you'll be asked what you're wearing. Had you been drinking? Did you bring this on yourself? Were you asking for it? But this isn't going to come anywhere close to the trauma of being a slightly short man. But I mean, I'm going to assume the guy who wrote this, he would actually really enjoy this because, hey, you're not an incel anymore. You just had sex. Surely you must be super happy. Surely you just really, really enjoy
Yeah, incels are going to be fucking hyped when that happens.
being anally raped, right? Because, I mean, there's no material difference between consensual sex and rape. So why does it matter if it's you consensually putting your penis in a woman or a man anally raping you? What's the difference? You should just be grateful that a man liked you enough to take that risk. It gets worse. This other guy says, being a manlet is like getting raped every day. And this guy says, at least if I was getting raped, I could have a pity party and people would think I'm brave for getting raped. Being a manlet is 1,000 times worse because nobody cares and nobody tells you to suck it up not knowing all the facts behind hype and success in life. What is wrong with these men? Thankfully, I found one little piece of sanity in this thread from a guy who says, I'm 5 foot and 115 pounds. I'm the smallest guy I've ever met and I have no issues with being this short. Life can be good, but it takes time. And then everyone proceeded to beat him down and telling him he was an idiot and why he was wrong and how he was probably just some, woman-loving cook. Yeah, so with this, I'm going to end this video here. There are some really disturbing things on this particular website.
Okay, so if you watched all of the nonsense that Rachel Oates just said, I think you can understand that she doesn't deserve to have any sort of intellectual authority over anyone, let alone be making a video about incels claiming that they're all evil men just so she can spread propaganda that, oh yeah, no men are oppressed, it's just only women have it not great off in society. So she's going to spread that propaganda, and I don't know how the hell fucking people subscribe to her, but I've definitely disliked this video. If you agree with what I said, go ahead and dislike that video she made, and if you disagree with me, dislike my video and tell me what your disagreement is, and I'll be out then. Peace out.